my name is Heather Maxson. I'm the Director of School, Youth, and Family Programs here at the Whitney Museum of American Art in New York City.
Right. Well, that sounds like a beautiful title,
Thank
Heather.
you.
Can you talk a little bit, I know you have a lot of programs going on, but just a little bit about the type of formal learning programs that you have going on at the Whitney, and maybe juxtapose that with some informal learning that happens in museums.
Sure. So here at the Whitney, we have a lot of programs for different audiences. And our teen programs have been in existence since 1997 and are amazing. And I think are really one of our signature programs. And so we work with New York City teens that represent the racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic diversity of New York City. And they come in for either free or paid programming after school. We also have 20,000 school children a year coming through guided visits, which are free for New York City public schools. And then we have other programs that range from public programs for adults, which are scholarly symposia, experimental artist programs. We have programs for people with special needs through our access and community programs. And we also have family programs. So we have programs from basically, we even have a stroller tours program.
Stroller tours,
which is
I've
for
never
babies.
heard of that one,
Which is for parents with little babies, with the idea that actually like parents need information and they need to get out. And so we do those tours when the museum's closed to the public and babies can scream, moms can nurse. So we say we have programs from like 0 to 10.
And the babies are getting their art very early.
Exactly. Then the babies are getting very smart at all their art
That's fantastic.
consumption. So yeah, so we have a lot of different kinds of programs here in the museum.
And this is standard fare, right? At most, other than the stroller tour, I think. A lot of these programs also exist at other museums: the family program, the teen program, etc. So what I wanted to ask you in a follow-up is. Museums are learning institutions, right? In many ways, you can argue that even the curatorial mission of conceiving and putting up exhibitions is really primarily educational in the museum setting. How do you think we're doing as museums in the range of learning that we can offer? So we have, you have like the Whitney, you have this great, width or variety in programming for the audiences. How do you think we're doing as museums in creating these learning environments? And what can we do better?
That's a really good question. I think that's it's kind of a broad question to answer because there are so many different audiences that come in. I mean, I think different museums are doing different kinds of jobs. So I think that, so I think some museums do a great job and some museums have a way to go. I think we all have learning that needs to happen. I think, at the Whitney specifically, one of the goals of our programming at least is to make families feel welcome when they come in. So I think so we have drop-in programming that's free with museum admission. We have family activity guides like this. Another goal again is to really engage teens and make them feel like this is a place for them. So I don't know if I can speak to museums all over the country, but I think that a lot of museums that I know are doing a good job to engage people definitely in programming. And I think that the sort of just regular museum goer, I think that maybe museums have some work to do there. So, what is your experience as an individual visiting a museum for the first time? What is your experience if you're somebody who's well-versed in museum culture and in the arts? What is your experience if you're somebody who's unsure of what to do in a museum? And so I think that there are different kind of experiences based on what you are different types of engagements and levels of comfort in museums. And so I think it just depends, are you speaking about, somebody who has a graduate degree or a family coming in or a teen or, so I think that it depends upon kind of what museum.